All right, let's talk about gut health. Today, we're going to break down a pretty cool and simple infographic. It lays out 6 key ways to help cleanse your intestines and just generally improve how you feel. Let's get right into it. So here it is. This is the visual guide we're going to be dissecting. As you can see, it highlights 6 main areas for intestinal health, everything from what you drink to how you move your body. We're going to unpack each one to really get the holistic approach it's suggesting.
But before we jump into the 6 specific methods, let's take a second to understand the why behind it all. The core idea of this infographic is about tackling what it calls intestinal waste buildup. Really, it's just about helping your body process things and, eliminate them more efficiently.
So what's this all about, really? Is this pushing some kind of extreme, complicated diet? Let's clarify what the approach actually is. And honestly, the answer is refreshingly simple. This is not about some radical overhaul of your entire life. Instead, the focus is on small daily habits that work with your body's natural systems, not against them. So logically, the first 3 methods are all about fueling your system, what you actually consume. It's the most direct and frankly the most powerful way to influence your digestive health on a day-to-day basis. We're going to start with this foundational trio: pure hydration from water, all that natural goodness from fruits, and of course, the digestive powerhouse that is fiber-rich foods like vegetables. First up is water. It's probably the simplest thing on the list, but it's also the most critical. Staying properly hydrated is absolutely essential for breaking down food and preventing things from, getting stuck. It's the absolute baseline for a healthy gut. Next, we have fruits. Now, they're not just great for vitamins. Fruits also give us natural enzymes and soluble fiber, which are fantastic for nourishing the good bacteria in your gut and just making sure everything digests smoothly.
And now for fiber, shown here with this great-looking bowl of veggies. Honestly, think of fiber as the broom for your intestines. It adds bulk and literally helps sweep everything through your system. It's vital for staying regular.
Okay, so we've covered the fuel, but what about the engine? The infographic now shifts its focus to the microbiome, those trillions of bacteria living in your gut, and how we can support them. What's interesting is how the infographic shows this. It uses a supplement bottle. This points directly to the idea of adding beneficial bacteria to your gut to help balance out that internal ecosystem, which, as we know, can get thrown off by things like diet and stress. Okay, so we've talked about what you put in your body. Now let's switch gears and look at what you do with your body. The last 2 methods here are all about lifestyle and action. This next one brings us to a term that, it can mean a lot of different things, can it? Detox diet. It's probably the most ambiguous phrase on this whole graphic. So what exactly is the visual trying to tell us here? Well, the clue is right there in the picture. It's not showing some restrictive diet plan. It's pointing to a simple cup of herbal tea. This really suggests that the detox element they're talking about is just about incorporating gentle, cleansing liquids into your routine. And that brings us to the final piece of this puzzle: physical exercise. That running figure isn't just about general health. Exercise actually physically stimulates the muscles in your intestines, which helps promote regular bowel movements. It keeps things moving. So there we have it. We've broken down all 6 components. Now let's just pull it all back together for a quick summary of the whole approach. So to recap, we've got water for hydration, fruits for vitamins and enzymes, fiber-rich foods for that internal cleansing, probiotics for gut balance, herbal tea for a gentle detox, and physical exercise to keep the whole system chugging along. 6 simple, distinct pillars. The really crucial point here is that this isn't about finding one magic bullet. The real power of this infographic is in its holistic approach. It's about how these 6 simple daily habits can all work together to create a really supportive environment for your entire digestive system. And that brings us to the final takeaway. Looking at this whole framework, the real question isn't about doing everything all at once. It's much simpler. Which one of these habits could you easily start incorporating into your life? Maybe even today. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.